When they come on chatting, here we can able to send the text messages, audio messages, video messages, but at the same time online we can able to send the data here. In the mobile one, if you switch on Wi-Fi hotspot, and in the mobile 2, if you switch on the Wi-Fi connection, then we can able to access the data which is present in the mobile one. Once here it will check for the destination address. If it is not matches, then it stores the copy of the data and then it will move to the next nearest node. Welcome back to one and all. Myself, Vasanta, lecturer in Computer Science, Vidhyaashram, Pre-University College, Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. Today, we are going to start with the 6th session of networking concept. Whereas in the previous session, you have studied regarding network devices. Under that, what do you mean by workstation, repeater, bridge, which are the devices we are using in the network, what are the difference between that, regarding that you have studied. Then, wireless versus mobile computing, how we can able to transfer the data from one computer to another computer without any direct connection. Then different types of generation of mobile computing, that is 1G, what are the advantages, how exactly in the 1G it will work, 2G, 3G, 4G, up to 5G, what are the advantages we have, what are the functionalities, techniques we are used in the generation, regarding that you have studied in the previous session. Whereas on today's session, you will come to know regarding applications of networking, on which are the field we are using this network concept, for which purpose we are using this. Then with that, you will study regarding switching technique. When they come on switching technique, there are 3 types. One is circuit switching, message switching, and one more is packet switching. Whereas in circuit switching, the connection is established compulsory before sending the data. There should be wiring connection between source to destination before sending the data. Whereas in message switching, there it will forward the data. It does not require any direct connection between source to destination. Whereas here, the data will forward to nearest node first. Then it will store the copy of that and then it will forward to the next node. That means until it will reach the destination, till that it will move. Then packet switching. In this packet switching, how data will divide and how it will move from source to destination. What are the major technique they are using in this packet technique? Regarding that, you will study on today's class. First, we will move on the application of networking. Under that, the first application is SMS. What is the main use of this SMS? SMS stands for short message service. Short message service. In the mobile and all, we are using SMS. We can able to send the messages. We can able to receive the messages. On that, we can able to type the text whichever way we want. That means in SMS is the transmission of short text messages to and from the mobile devices such as smartphone, fax machine, or IP address. From where to where we are sending, by that if you have the IP address, that is internet protocol address, by that also we can able to send the short messages from one computer to another computer or from one mobile to another mobile. It should not contain any images or graphics. Here we are not able to send any images as well as graphics. Only thing we can able to send the text messages here, that is SMS, that is short message service. Next we will move on chat. When they come on chatting, here we can able to send the text messages, audio messages, video messages, but at the same time online we can able to send the data here, where the data may be text, or it may be images, or it may be audio, or it may be text, anything. But online format it will take here. When they come on chat, it is a method of talking to a person online by typing text messages. Nowadays, video chat also possible here. Video chatting is also possible here. We can able to perform online way. At the same time, 2 person has to work and they can able to send their information here. But here online format. Whereas in SMS, there is no any conditions that both the person has to work at the same time. One can send the messages and another side later on after few time they can able to see the messages. Whereas when they come on chat, here online process will take place. At the same time, both person has to sit and they have to work on that. While working, they can send audio messages, video messages. If they want video call also, they can able to perform here. Next one, voicemail. The name itself suggesting voice we can able to send here, voicemail. But when they come on generally we can able to send the messages in the format of text, pictures like that, or in document format will send. Whereas this voicemail helps to send the voice format, especially in audio format, we can able to send the data from one system to another system. It is a method of storing voice messages electronically for sending it to the recipient. From source to destination, we can able to send audio messages, especially voice messages we can able to send here. And next one, video conferencing. Now you come to know SMS. There we can able to send only the text messages. There is no any conditions that it has to be in online format. When they come on chat, this must and should be online format, in the same format. At the same time, both has to interact here. In voicemail also, there is no any conditions that at the same time both has to interact. One can send their voicemail, later on after a few time, the another can able to receive that messages. There is no any conditions that online process has to be takes place. But when they come on video conference, there must and should be online format only. Whereas in video conference, more than one person can see their face and they can able to interact, they can able to pass their messages, audio, video, text, everything they can able to pass here. That is video conferencing. It is a set of technology that allows two or more locations to communicate simultaneously. Whereas in chatting also simultaneously transaction will take place. Here also more than two or more person can transact simultaneously using video and audio transmission. Whereas in chat, we can able to send video chat also. But whereas here, at the same time, more than one person can able to perform video call as well as they can able to send audio transaction also. Next, we will move on. The next one, that is application of networking. Under that, VoIP, that is Voice over Internet Protocol. Voice over Internet Protocol. It is a technology. It is a technology that allows telephone calls to be made over internet. With the help of internet, we can able to perform the telephone calls here. It converts analog voice signal into digital signal using internet protocol. With the help of internet protocol, all analog signal can be converting into digital signal. That means with the help of networking, we can able to perform voice over telephone, especially in the internet protocol format. And the next one, Wi-Fi. What do you mean by Wi-Fi? That is wireless fidelity. What do you mean by that? Nowadays, we are using Wi-Fi in all the areas. For example, in railway station, bus stand, free Wi-Fi we are taking. That means without any direct connection, we can able to access the internet here. With the help of Wi-Fi signals, we can able to access the internet. If you go for any shopping malls or in a particular railway station, in bus stand, there they mention that free Wi-Fi. That means there we can able to access the internet with the help of that signals. No need to pay here. But when they come on Wi-Fi, it may be paid version or it may be non-paid version, whatever may be. But Wi-Fi helps to access the internet without any direct connection. Whereas Wi-Fi, it helps to connect internet without a direct line from computer to the ISP, that is Internet Service Provider. It uses radio signals. It uses radio signal. For enabling Wi-Fi, we need broadband internet connection. We need to perform that. We need broadband internet connection or wireless router we required, or laptop or desktop with a wireless internet card we can able to perform. This is regarding Wi-Fi. That means without any direct connection, we can able to access the internet here. Next, we will move on Wi-Fi hotspot. For example, we have two lab mobiles, mobile 1, and here I am having one more mobile 2. Consider in this mobile, I am having data pack. I am having lot of data pack here. Whereas in this mobile 2, I don't have any data pack. But with the help of this mobile 1, I can able to access in this mobile 2 the data, internet we can able to access here by using Wi-Fi hotspot. In the mobile 1, if you switch on Wi-Fi hotspot, and in the mobile 2, if you switch on the Wi-Fi connection, then we can able to access the data which is present in the mobile 1. Whereas Wi-Fi hotspot is a venue or a source or a location that offers Wi-Fi access. That means if I want to access the data which is present in the mobile 1 to mobile 2, then in the mobile 1, we have to on Wi-Fi hotspot. In mobile 2, with the help of Wi-Fi signals, we can able to access. The public can access internet on their laptops, mobile phones through Wi-Fi hotspot. With the help of Wi-Fi hotspot, we can able to access the internet. Whereas hotspot are public locations such as libraries, hostel, airports, where internet access either free or fee-based format. The next one, we will move on WiMAX. There is a difference between Wi-Fi as well as Wi-Fi hotspot. Whereas in Wi-Fi we can able to access, whereas in Wi-Fi hotspot we can able to donate the internet. Whereas when they come on WiMAX, it is a wireless digital communication. There is no any direct connection. It's a wireless digital communication system. WiMAX can provide broadband wireless access, that is BWA, up to 30 miles to 50 kilometers we can able to access here WiMAX. Whereas WiMAX requires a tower called WiMAX base station, similar to cell phone tower. In the same way how we are using the tower, especially in the telephone, in the same way for WiMAX also we need a tower. By that we can able to transfer our data. Next we will move on different types of switching technique. What do you mean by switching technique? How exactly the data will transfer from source to destination? Regarding that, it will tell you. There are different types of switching techniques like circuit switching, message switching, and one more is packet switching. One by one we'll discuss now. First we will discuss on circuit switching. What do you mean by this circuit switching? In circuit switching, first the complete physical connection between two computers is established before sending the data from source to destination. Consider this is the source. I want to transfer to destination. Here this is considered it's a destination. Before transferring the data, there must and should be, we have to connect each other. We have to establish a connection between from where to where we are transferring. We have to establish the connection here before transferring the data. That is, here in this technique, first the complete physical connection between two computers is established and then data transmitted from source computer to destination computer. Wherever we want, there if I want to transfer, then we have to establish the connection before sending the data. And especially when they come on this circuit switching, the important properties of this switching technique is to set up an end-to-end path, that is connection between computers before any data can be sent here. It means that if I want to send any data, for example, from user A to user D, then in between we have, for example, several nodes. Then from that node, especially from user A, we have to pass the data to the next nearest node. Then once again it has to transfer and then here it will send. It means that before sending the data, there must and should be, we have to establish the connection between these two nodes from source to destination. That is nothing but circuit switching. The name itself suggesting circuit. We have to develop the circuit connection before sending the data. Next, we will move on message switching. What exactly this message switching tell you? The name itself suggesting message. It means that in this technique, the source computer send the data or messages to the switching office first, which stores the data in the buffer format. It then looks for a free link to another switching office and then send the data. This process is continued until data is delivered to the destination computers. Hence, it is called as store and forward technique. What do you mean by this? Here, what it will do, first it will transfer the data from source to destination. If I want to transfer, then first it will transfer the data to the nearest node. For example, I want to transfer the data from A to G. Then what it will do, first it will transfer the data from A to B, nearest node. Then copy of the data will store here. Then it will pass to the next nearest node. Then once again here the copy of the data will store. Then it will move to the next nearest node. There also it will store the copy of the data. Then it will move to the next nearest node. Then like that the process will continue until it will get the destination address. For example, A to H if I want to transfer, then here to here once again it will send the data. That's why it is called as store and forward technique. Whereas store and forward technique means here it stores the data to the nearest node while storing the data, while transferring the data to the nearest node. On that nearest node, it will store the copy of the data and then it will proceed. That's why it is called as store and forward. First, once it is reaches from A to B, then it will check for the destination address because the data have both source address as well as destination address. Once here it will check for the destination address. If it is not matches, then it stores the copy of the data and then it will move to the next nearest node. Like that, this process will continue until it will reach as the destination node. That's why it is called as store and forward technique. That is, in message switching, the data will pass to the nearest node. Next, we will move on the next one, packet switching. What do you mean by this packet switching? How exactly it will work? Consider we have data. This data will dividing into in the format of packets. This is the data we have. Directly when it is used data, directly we cannot able to transfer the data from source to destination. Then what it will do? It will divide the data into packets. Each packets have their own address. For example, here 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Each packets have their own address. In the format of in sequential format, it will divide. And each packets have both source address as well as destination address. First packet also has source address from where it is starting and where exactly it has to reach. Second packet also have both source address as well as destination address. All the packets are connected to source address as well as destination address. And this data, especially this data will move from source to destination. From source to destination. Each packet will move on different path. First packet will move from one place to another place in one path. Then second data, especially second packet will move from source to destination in another path. After reaching destination, once again, each and every packet will rearrange properly in ascending order. That is what packet switching. In packet switching, it combines the advantages of both message switching and circuit switching. Hence, this technique, the message is broken into smaller part called packets. And each packet contains the proper source and destination address and transfer through the different path along with the sequence number, and at the destination, a rearrange of packets will take place based on the sequence number. Consider we have source And here we have destination receiver, sender, receiver. The packets will move from source to destination in different path here. After reaching destination, once the packets are reached, for example, I want to transfer the data from Bangalore to Mysore. Consider I want to transfer the data from Bangalore to Mysore. Then what I will do, this data will dividing into packets in Bangalore. Then each packets will come to Mysore in different path. One can come from Mandya path and one will go to Chamarajnagar and then it may reach us. And one data will move from in different path. Then it will reach us. After reaching Mysore, once again these packets will rearrange. Here while transferring the data from Bangalore to Mysore, here itself, it will make the packets, divide the packets into small units. Especially the data will divide into small unit and each unit can be called as packets. And each packets have source address from where it is moving and where it has to reach. Both address it contains. And each packet can move from source to destination in different path. And after reaching the destination, once again the packet will rearrange in the order which is divided in the Bangalore. That means here packet switching, the name itself suggesting that the data will transfer from source to destination in the format of packets. First, each and every packet will move to the nearest node and then it will forward to the next node until it will reach the destination. Now is it clear? When you come on the switching technique, 3 types: circuit switching, message switching and then packet switching. Then in the next class, you will come to know the remaining concept of the same chapter. Thank you for all of you.